Now on CoastTV News.
A large police presence and emergency crew response in Sussex County this morning. One person shot in the chest. DelDOT is trying to move forward to replace this bridge in Fenwick Island, why its completion date was delayed.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. Today is Thursday, September 18th. I'm Grace Eckerly and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Starting off this morning by taking a live look into Dover this morning, our first alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono joining us now for a first look at that forecast. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Grace.
The Delaware Voting Rights Coalition is speaking out after the U.S. Department of Justice requested access to Delaware voter records, including sensitive personal information. The coalition praised the Delaware Department of Elections for denying those requests and for defending voter privacy under state and federal law. The DOJ's request included items like driver's license numbers and partial social security numbers. The coalition says it will continue to push back against efforts it views as threats to voting rights and privacy. New this morning, a 66-year-old was shot in the chest in Lincoln, Delaware. First responders responding to this home on Fleetown Road just around 6:20 a.m. Officers there saying they found the victim with a single gunshot wound to the chest. Dispatchers say the person was a friend of someone at the home. The injury wasn't considered serious and the victim was taken to the hospital for treatment. No word yet on what led up to that shooting. We're expecting to receive an update today about the bridge replacement work in Fenwick Island. It's a bridge on Lighthouse Road that goes over an inlet of the bay. According to DelDOT, they're holding a workshop tonight at the Roxana Fire Company. They say they will present details of the work and the timing of the construction. Just last fall, DelDOT reported that title and navigation issues delayed the completion date. Developing story this morning, the Delaware State Police issued a gold warning for a 16-year-old from Rehoboth Beach. According to State Police, Michael Seymour was last seen on Coastal Highway near the Red Mill Inn in Lewis just around 8 p.m. last night. There's a concern for his safety and well-being. Anyone with information regarding his whereabouts is asked to contact Troop 7 at 302-644-5020. Now we have an update on a story we've been covering out of Lewis. The Hornkill Avenue Annexation Committee moved to recommend the annexation to the Lewis City Council. This is the effort by people living on Hornkill Avenue to become part of city limits. Here's the area we're talking about on your screen now, starting at 18 Hornkill Avenue and moving southwest. Part of the committee's review includes a financial impacts of annexation and a zoning and land use analysis. A traffic alert in Sussex County for drivers. Lane closures are coming to Mulberry Knoll Road. DelDOT says paving work starts on Monday and will run through mid-October. The work will impact that southern stretch on the road that you see on your screen now, just east of Route 24. And drivers should expect minor delays. That's according to DelDOT. They say to use caution when you're driving in the work zone. Coming up after the break, it's Koopman's Collection. One Delaware Veterans Museum blends military history, motorsports, and more. It's this week's Coastal Connection, and it's next as we continue with CoastTV News Midday.
From the romance of racing to the heartbreak of war, one Delaware man seems to have done it all. But instead of telling you about his life experiences, he prefers to show you. In this week's Coastal Connections, Emma Aiken introduces us to a man who has turned his incredible life into a private museum.
Look, you could feel the helmets.
Crazy.
That's something? You see, it's all sealed up yet.
That's how most interactions go at Walter Koopman's private museum in Lincoln.
But I really enjoy this because this is all very educational history, okay? There's nothing that you wouldn't want to show Grandma.
A pandemic project became an intricate display showcasing many historical events, many that Koopman lived himself.
When you do something and you've had your hands on it, or you've actually been involved in this, you don't have to make a story up.
Koopman says it's those firsthand experiences, like being the first American to win the Prix de Paris, that make it easy to give people a memorable visit.
And these are all the places that I've raced in Europe and then all over the United States.
All things cars, small models, to super speed racers that he's driven, each collectible with a unique story that Koopman can tell.
Well, after World War II, this was the economy car for the country of France. It was the people's car.
Koopman says his passion for racing grew during his downtime as a liaison in the Korean War. After serving in the Korean War and spending 27 total years in the Army, Koopman wanted to make sure Korean War veterans are remembered and represented here at home. He helped bring this memorial to Georgetown.
And since it's Sussex County, these are the 14 names of the deceased who were actually killed in action.
Koopman's museum showcases many eras and groups: the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Tuskegee Airmen, World War II, international automotive racing, and the Sports Car Club of America.
He did 409 combat missions between World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
And a lot of the memorabilia represents Koopman's dedication to serving others.
I would want people to remember me as a giving person.
Beyond his military service, Koopman is involved with the Korean War Veterans Association, the Cheer Community Center, and has served in countless other ways through historical exhibition, advocacy, and outreach.
My thing is public service.
Which is why Koopman's collection is free to visit. He only requests that you schedule an appointment so he can be directly involved in shaping your experience. From wheels to wings and a world of wisdom, Koopman leaves us with this.
I believe that life is a special occasion, and don't let it pass you by. Enjoy every day, because we have no guarantee we'll be here tomorrow.
For Coastal Connections, I'm Emma Aiken.
WRK, you know.
Well, we're making progress across Delmarva, seeing some sunshine across parts of the area. Still overcast skies into Cambridge, where the temperatures are right around 68 degrees there, winds out of the north. And we're going to start to see sunshine once we pass the lunchtime hour through the afternoon. You can see the clouds pushing through the mid-shore, drier air filtering in from the north, but breaks in the clouds across Lewis down through Ocean View and Ocean City. And you can see the drier air filtering in back through Philadelphia and Pennsylvania and parts of New Jersey. That cloud deck sinking southward. Our area of low pressure now up through portions of New England as high pressure is beginning to build in. We're at 71 in Georgetown, 72 Indian River Inlet to 70 in Ocean City. See, the wind flow out of the north. Winds are generally light at this hour. Rainfall total, well, we're catching up. We had the rain this week, and look at that. We're right on par for the month with 2.66 inches. For the year, we're nearly at 5 inches, so that is certainly a good sign. We've had some abnormally dry parts of Delmarva, and we're going to stay pretty dry over the next 7 days. I don't think we're going to see any rain chances until late next week. So we say so long to the coastal low. You can see folks enjoying the beach here in Rehoboth, some sunny skies there. Decreasing clouds is really going to be the theme through the afternoon, with highs reaching the mid to upper 70s. A taste of summer into Friday, and it'll be a sunny start to the weekend, and I think we'll see more clouds as we get into the day on Sunday. Highs today anywhere from 80 Harrington, 78 in Georgetown. Highs in the 80s there in portions of the mid-shore, 78 in Salisbury to 78 in Berlin. So Futurecast shows the skies clearing through the evening. A really nice evening shaping up across the area. Will fall into the upper 50s to lower 60s tonight under primarily clear skies, and that sets the stage for a summer-like Friday. Look at that. Temperatures rising into the mid to upper 50s. So tonight falling to 63, Lewis 64, Bethany 59, Redden to 59 in Seaford under mainly clear skies. So we're 87 into Friday. We fall to 76 by Saturday, and then backdoor cold front's going to be pushing through late Friday, and that's going to drop us back into the 70s over the weekend. Then as we go into Sunday, a bit more cloud cover with more of an onshore flow. We'll see a marine layer pushing here late Saturday into Sunday, and that's going to keep temperatures pretty low in the lower 70s, but it's short-lived because the high pressure slides to our southeast, southwesterly wind flow, and we're looking at warmer temperatures in the next week. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Look at that, above normal. We usher in fall on Monday. Here's Tropical Storm Gabrielle, kind of a mess. You have the center of circulation here. There's convection to the east. Sustained winds at about 50 miles an hour, and this system is actually going to eventually curve out to sea and kind of past Bermuda towards the east as a Category 1 hurricane. And it's going to be a tropical storm here through the week and into the weekend, but we'll continue to keep close eye on that storm. So 76 into Saturday, mostly sunny skies, and then we'll cloud up into Sunday. We usher in fall there Monday, mostly sunny skies, 78. And then look at that, temperatures rising into the lower to mid 80s as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
Hope you're having a good day so far, but if you tune in at 4 o'clock on Coast Life, here's what's coming your way. It's Thursday, which means we're spilling some tea, spilling some drama. And this one, I have some questions as to whether or not it was my coworkers that wrote in about me, and it has to do with sneezing coworkers in the office. We're also going to be chatting with our friends at Preston Automotive Group to talk about how you can give back to the community with an upcoming food drive and so much more. All of that happening at 4 o'clock. We will see you then on Coast Life.
DNREC inviting the public to weigh in on the state's climate future. The agency Division of Climate and Coastal and Energy will hold 3 engagement sessions this month in each county. Our Sussex County meeting is this evening from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Del Tech William A. Carter Partnership Center. These meetings will build upon the initial round of sessions held just last year in October that are guiding updates to the plan that was first published in 2021. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources says it's receiving requests to change the 6-knot speed limit in the Fenwick Ditch to be a minimum wake zone. It's an area just south of the Maryland-Delaware border. It's on your screen now, a map of the Fenwick Ditch where changes could take effect. MDNR says this would affect a portion of Ocean City's canals and inlets in that regulated area. A boat advisory committee will meet tonight at 5:30 at the TAWS State Office Building. And coming up after the break, the 7 ways that doctors say you can practice healthy aging. That's up next. It's never too late to adopt healthy habits that can create positive change in our lives. And in today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has 7 keys to unlock the door to healthy aging.
If we're blessed with life, aging is something all of us will face. But staying healthy as the years pass starts when we're young.
Choices that we should be making in our 30s, 40s, and 50s, for example, help us age really well when we're 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Dr. Chirag Panchal with Orlando Health says the first key to health as we age is nutrition, maintaining a healthy, balanced diet. Next, keep your body active. The CDC says average adults need at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity and 2 days of muscle strengthening exercises a week. Third, Panchal says to keep your brain active and stimulated, and that means getting adequate sleep between 7 to 9 hours a night. Fourth, care for your emotional well-being. Panchal says to check in with yourself, practice mindfulness and gratitude to cultivate a positive mindset. Fifth, stay connected. Being engaged with others can help stave off loneliness and isolation. Sixth, prevent injuries. Panchal says falls are a leading cause of injury and disability in older adults. Balance and strength training can help keep bones healthy. Also, remove trip hazards like loose cords from the home and wear proper footwear. Finally, stay up to date on your preventative healthcare routine. That includes routine checkups, vaccines, and screenings.
We can add more healthy years by making small, consistent, healthy daily choices.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, we're starting to see the sun break through the clouds in Salisbury. Gorgeous afternoon on tap, 71 degrees there. We'll see plenty of sunshine through the afternoon as the clouds get away from this pesky coastal storm that we've been dealing with. Greg Petrucci, Laurel, Delaware. You're the winner of our Coast TV News weather umbrella. You get your forecast anytime by dialing the First Alert Weather phone. We'll have a look at your 10-day forecast right after the break.
Happening today, the Delaware Botanic Gardens in Dagsboro celebrating its new 3,300 square foot Annette Pannoni Meadow Pavilion. The pavilion is named after the late wife of Chuck Pannoni, who was a longtime supporter of the gardens. Groundbreaking occurred just about a year ago. The pavilion now allowing gardens to host events in an air-conditioned and heated space.
Clearing skies will be the theme through the afternoon as we see highs top out in the mid to upper 70s, and that will make for a clear evening. We'll fall to around 68 by around 9, eventually falling into the upper 50s to lower 60s on the peninsula. Friday, look at that, wall-to-wall sunshine, 87 degrees. We'll see a backdoor cold front come through late Friday, dropping us down to 76 into Saturday, mostly sunny skies, and then fall arrives Monday. Grace?
Thanks, Chris, and thank you for joining us here on Coast TV News Midday. For more local news and weather, you can download our Coast TV News app, and do not forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 right back here later this afternoon. Have a great day.